Hey everyone, and welcome to a 1 versus 1 between D and Winchester and AX Mentol. This is Snippy with Sisters of Battle versus Mentol. It's Eldar on Blood River. I know which race Mentol got because I've started this replay recently, so I checked. So on the bottom side we have Mentol. These days it's Toxic Mentol, but back in the day it was AX Mentol, another French team. So Mentol goes for Aspect Portal, and Generator. 2 Guardians, Fleet of Foot and Reaper Aspect Stone. He will go Dark Reaper. On the top side, Snippy with Sisters of Battle. Well, Snippy was a good player with all the races. Like seriously, any race he picked, he was crazy good with it. So we will see now how Snippy will play with Sisters on Blood River against Eldar. Mentol's main race is Eldar, so Snippy's main race was, well, I think the first time it was probably Eldar 2, but then he switched to Imperial Guard later. So maybe he knows Eldar weaknesses well. Because with Imperial Guard he used to win lots of Eldar. Reapers here come, but the front points got captured first. That's one good thing to do versus Eldar, because usually Eldar will not go on decap with his Guardians. Eldar Guardians must capture the points instead of going to decap, so getting the front points when you play against Eldar is a good idea, I think. That's what Snippy did in this game. He also went for some aggressive cap on the relic, but he did that with the Battle Sister squad, so if Missionary will get here, he could get killed by Dark Reaper and Guardian, but the Battle Sister can't. Good stuff here, smart play. Using the brain is very useful in strategy games, not just your hands. Playing smart is really a great deal.
Sworn ever to your service when at peace and when at war.
First LP2 going on the 3rd minute, at the same time with the armory. Cannonis with Battle Sisters. As you can see, he does not reinforce this. Maybe later he will reinforce, but to reinforce Sisters early in the game is extremely ineffective. They die very fast and they do not pay up if you reinforce them, because their damage is quite low. But with the coming of the armory, they can get the grenades and they can get the flamers, so then you can reinforce these squads a bit and they will lay up for sure. Now these Sisters will tie up the Dark Reaper. The Missionary here slowly killed a few Guardians, now he will decap. Good focus here from Dark Reapers on Missionary, but not for a long time. One Dark Reaper dies. Again, Snippy wins here. Mentol lost 70 requisition with this Dark Reaper and he killed nothing.
I remain pure.
If he would kill Missionary, it would be a really good advantage for Mentol, but no, he didn't. Cannonis obviously has to tank here the damage from the LP2, but Mentol switches the focus and Battle Sister, so Snippy retreats. So against Eldar, Snippy manages to get both relics. At least he got one. From the right hand side of the map.
Sworn ever to your service when at peace and when
On the left side also the relic being captured by the missionary. Guardians capture critical location, also a good thing to do. All the time when you have free coppers, go for critical locations. They give you +6 requisition and they give you map vision. Also take and hold if this option is activated in the game. When you get 1 or 2 of these points, you can get the countdown going on the take and hold victory. 2 more generators here from Snippy being placed. Well, he has the army, he doesn't see Mentol's army. So why would he mass more if he can remain with these units? So he goes for generators instead. Good decision. He needs energy also. He had very low energy income. He has the grenades and flamers now, a very risky decap here. He doesn't see those Battle Sister coming. And the grenades being casted on Dark Reaper. Two grenades, look at this damage. Look how these Reapers burn from the grenades. That damage is really huge. 4 Reapers dead. 1, 2, and 2 died here. That's another 240 requisition. That's how you do the math in this game, and Snippy already got huge advantage in this game. He killed lots of Dark Reapers, while Mentol killed basically nothing. But Mentol is tier 2 now. Mentol played a bit passively. He only made 2 Dark Reapers and he did not reinforce them in time. Now he had the Exarch on this squad. This one has the Exarch, but well, these Dark Reapers didn't pay up at all yet. They only decapped 1 relic point, but 4 Dark Reapers died at that decap. Not worth it as well.
Witchcraft, heresy, and mutation.
Be it your will.
Tier 2 also for Mentol almost done.
It is a judgment.
So I can't really see what Mentol will do
Dread and awe.
to gain some advantage in this game. Maybe the Falcon will be done from Mentol. That's right, he goes for Falcon right now. Nice damage to buildings right here. I think Flamer's damage to buildings is a bit higher than normal weapon. Correct me if I'm wrong. At least I know it's higher on orcs for sure. I know Slugga Boy's Flamer damage to buildings is extremely high. Especially when you get the upgrade on that Flamer in the armory. Tier 2 leader here, veteran got added. Celestians coming. So Falcon not a problem anymore. Ability here got activated on this squad, but it gets tied up by the flame dragons, the fire dragons. Will this Falcon be destroyed? Snippy doesn't focus it. Yeah, it is. Falcon down. Canis fighting in close combat with Dark Reaper. Exarch, will it die? Very low HP. Now it escapes. Also Celestians tying up is a good idea. Celestian close combat damage is high, so going in close combat with them sometimes is better than staying in range. You receive less damage and you deal more damage when you do that. Another Falcon got produced. A Dark Reaper can get inside this Falcon anytime when they feel threat. Another grenade was casted. A few Dark Reaper died here again. 2 of them. Nicely done by the Canoness so far. She dealt a lot of close combat damage here, was tying up, and she didn't die. Armor upgrade only now. It was quite late armor upgrade from Snippy. He makes the Confessor now, and global upgrade. Very risky time for a global upgrade. But maybe he thought that Mentol will go and take the map now with this Dark Reaper.
5 minutes
Destroy some
until
points.
taken hold victory.
So doing the global upgrade can also be a good idea. Because if you lose some points, you will then get the global upgrade and have still the same economy. Confessor is out, there's 3 icons from Snippy, so he will have enough faith for his abilities. Very well done, Act of Faith. This is the stun from Confessor. A very long time stun. I think this stun is it has the longest time for a stun in the game. I think it's about a 15 seconds stun. That's a lot of time for a stun.
4 minutes until taken hold.
On other races you have like 5 seconds stun. That's I think the maximum. But on Sister it's over 10 seconds for sure. Well, of course it costs faith. It's not just you cast it and wait for the cooldown. You need the faith to cast it. But Snippy now casts this Might type ability. He stays in the negative cover though, so he receives more damage. 50% more damage in ranged combat when you stay in negative cover. When you stay in heavy cover you get 50% less damage in ranged combat. But you get the same amount in close combat. Both negative and heavy cover. Canoness got produced again, and crack grenades finally on the way.
Until taken hold victory.
Celestian Mass with crack grenades. By the way, the stun was casted now. About 5 seconds already stunned. And it's still getting stunned and killed, focused. Yeah, I think it's about 10 seconds, this stun of Confessor. That's still a lot of time. I think it's too much time for a stun. Sometimes Confessor can stun some type of tier 3 unit and he can, the Mass of Celestians can kill it. Well, that unit is stunned and that's really a bad feeling for the other player. You don't know when to expect this stun, so you don't know what to do. You can lose the possessed Chaos Marines, you can lose some squad of Terminators, the Seer Council, the Perias, whatever that unit type is. Maybe those expensive Obliterators with 5 members in the squad. That will be really a bad time for Chaos. Here we have a good play from Snippy, nothing else. Somehow he manages to fight 3 squads of Warp Spiders and Dark Reapers with only a few Celestians. Of course he has 2 leaders here with full HP. But anyway, these Warp Spiders are a scary army. For Sisters, even more so. Snippy goes tier 3, 92 to 53 income, not bad. Mentol 135 to 40, much better. But he's not going tier 3.
As I dream, so shall it be. We live to move.
3 fully reinforced squads of warp spiders, a lot of investment in this army from Mentol. Grenades here casted, but they don't really affect warp spiders as much as they do the Dark Reaper. Good teleport here, and Snippy activates that ability from cannons that can blind the units, so they deal less damage, they become less accurate. If these squads weren't blinded by the cannons, they would kill this long time ago. But now the cannons can escape anyway. 1900 HP, not bad. Second HP upgrade on the way. And the manufacturer, that means exorcists. And now the pain for Mentol will begin. There's no way he can stop those exorcists without a falcon and fire dragons. He seems to not have any of these at the moment. He makes a fire dragon squad now, but he also needs a falcon. And he must manage these units carefully if he wants to destroy a exorcist. Let's see how he will do that. Not expensive compared to other races, artillery, these exorcists, but they have also a less HP. Some FPS drop here from me, don't know why. I am sorry for that. Maybe it will be gone soon. Yeah, it's gone now. Fire dragons here will focus the exorcist. Will they kill it? Probably not, because they do not have the morale. When the unit is without morale, it deals a lot less damage. Much less than usual. One more exorcist on the way, but the limit is not available for it. Look at this stun. It was casted, but Snippy didn't focus it. He wasn't in position to focus this. So the stun was wasted in vain. A little mistake by Snippy in this game. Not a big deal. 3 Celestian squads on this lane. And they went probably to destroy this point. One squad can tie up these warp spiders, the other 2 squads can focus the point. Snippy doesn't go in close combat, he will retreat. One Celestian squad here got killed. And the second exorcist is out. Tier 3 was done for Mentol, the grenades for warp spiders now being researched. So warp spider grenades now will be able to destroy these exorcists. Seer Council is out. Oh man, this artillery, very painful. For Eldar, for Tau, for Imperial Guard. What other races also suffer from it? Also maybe Works. Space Marine Chaos. Not bad. Don't feel much pain from artillery, from what I've noticed. Usually those races have air units that can deal with this type of artillery. Dark Eldar, by the way, can suffer a lot from artillery. There's basically no anti-vehicle on Dark Eldar. But Dark Eldar can win the game because they gain huge advantage on tier 1. it's extremely powerful race on tier 1 and 5, so they should make use of it and get advantage at that stage, so later on they will feel themselves better. Stun again casted on the warp spiders here. One Exorcist got destroyed, one is alive. Wraith Lord going in close combat, but it gets killed instantly. Exorcist got produced this time again. And Snippy is tier 4. Shrine of the Living Saint is up. A very beautiful building. Really well done. This one.
The walk callers, but we return to the fight. We are taking damage.
Well, Dawn of War, the first one. A really beautiful game here. I don't know if Dawn of War 3 will be as good as Dawn of War 1. There's more probability it will not be as good as the first one.
There is wisdom in your words.
But we'll see. At least it might be better than the second Dawn of War. But worse than the first one. I think that's what will happen. Nice stun here on this unit. I don't recall how this ability is called from Eldar. A Mysticism probably. That can stun the unit. The Warlocks can stun the squads. Another Exorcist here got destroyed by the Wraith Lord. They were staying in negative cover, they received 50% more damage. The Penitent Engine is out, and it will deal easily with this Wraith Lord in close combat. I think these Penitent Engines are a bit underrated vehicle. They are very effective both in close combat and in ranged. In ranged they can burn the enemy infantry of any type. This can deal good damage to vehicles in close combat and good damage to demons. So a really good vehicle here. But it got some grenades from warp spiders and it goes down. Well, it's better to lose a Penitent Engine in this situation than to lose the Exorcist. Another stun on the warp spiders. As you can see, when they are stunned, they cannot shoot also. The smite was used in them as well. Good close combat fights here by Snippy. Ties up the warp spiders. Fire dragons trying to destroy the manufacture room, along with the Wraith Lord. But it's being repaired. Now fire dragons might go down. So without teleport abilities, these warp spiders aren't effective. Snippy is holding this Eldar attack, but it's not easy for Snippy in here. He killed the Seer Council. That's a thing you don't see too often, Seer Council dying. Their immunity to range damage is very high, and it got killed by a ranged unit, by Celestia. They were shooting. I guess that's the Inferno Pistol damage. 107 to 73 economy for Snippy here, we have some float. And there's not much army from Mentol, 115 to 70 income for Eldar. Tier 4 almost done. There's no the Living Saint out yet because Snippy doesn't have the relic.
We command drift and all our ranks.
The capping the middle location. Penitent engine should destroy this. I don't think the cooldown were done on grenades yet, so destroying this could be a good try.
It is a judgment. Many aspire, few attain.
4 Celestian squads. As you can see, after tier 2 and 5, making the Battle Sister squad is not really worth it, unless you went some Rhino and have the bolters on the Battle Sister. It can be effective, but it can also not be effective. It depends also on how enemy will catch them. But making Celestians most of the time is a better idea. They have more HP, they can tie up in close combat, they move faster. At least it seems they run a bit faster. Also with tier 3 upgrade, Celestian damage is high, especially against vehicles. Another stun here on Warp Spiders and Smite was casted. So the Warp Spiders suffer against Sisters. Faith. Confessor is one of the game-changing units in this matchup. When you have the Faith and keep the Confessor alive, you can really fight the Eldar. Act of Faith was done. Not sure about that upgrade, what does it do to the Sister. Maybe it gives some boost on Faith in Calm, it could be. Nice Harris from 2 sides here. Fire Prism was done, but seriously, against Sisters of Battle, making the Fire Prism when you see the Celestian Mass, not a good idea, my friend Mentol. Don't make these vehicles against Sisters when you see so many Celestians around. Making Dark Reaper Mass with Brightlands platforms can be very effective. I think much more effective than the Warp Spiders. Look how these Penitent Engines burn the Warp Spiders, they had to jump away. Nicely done. Such a joke. Well, Eldar has advantage in this matchup. Eldar has advantage in this matchup, but Mentol did not play correctly at the start, at least.
I serve the Emperor.
He should have played more aggressively. Maybe make 3 Dark Reaper squads instead of 2. And reinforce them, play without generator and deal some more damage on tier 1. I think that's the way. Or make Farseer and 2 Dark Reapers also could be a good idea. Farseer abilities on the Cannoniers can be good. And also the Psychic Storm on the Battle Sister squad early in the game can change the game a bit. But Mentol was staying on 4 points most of the time. Of course his economy wasn't bad, but if he would play a bit more aggressively, he wouldn't give Snippy a bigger economy. So Snippy wins this game. Not an easy matchup. For Sisters, especially on this map. When you pressure Sisters of Battle, that race will become really weak towards tier 1 and 5. And even early tier 2, but if you do not deal damage to Sisters early in the game, then Sisters can do a lot of trouble to you later. So you must, I think, harass early in the game against Sisters of Battle. must rush them, pressure them, don't give them to take the map or something. So 187 units killed by Snippy and 128 by Eldar. That's a huge number for a 1v1 game. Plenty of action. So Mentol still had more resources, but it was close. If you look at the total score. If Mentol would play more aggressively, he wouldn't give Snippy so much map control. So on a lower economy, Snippy maybe could lose, but with such a good economy, he won. Yeah, on the military, Snippy wins. It's obvious. Reinforced units by Mentol 126. That's a lot of warp spiders. And they are quite expensive. Alright, that's it with this game. If you enjoyed it, as always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave the commentary below the video, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.